Today and this morning, we are delving into how recent cuts in federal funding is impacting the Research Triangle Park. Here with me now is Brian Gordon with the News Observer. Hi, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Well, we were just 6 months into President Donald Trump's second term, and how are orders from the administration to cut funding reshaping companies located in RTP?
Yeah, I think it's been, in so many different policies, have been impacting the Triangle. And I think you can think about the impact in three very general buckets. One is to the universities. Duke is the largest employer in the Triangle. UNC also has a health system like Duke. And so their funding has been severely cut. There are nonprofits that are very prominent in the area, primarily RTI International, which has been here since the beginning of the park. They have been really hit by USAID being dismantled. And then the third bucket is we have unique federal campuses with the Environmental Protection Agency and the National Institutes of Health having campuses here. And so their staffs have also been impacted by the cuts. The Research Triangle was founded in the 1950s as sort of this concept of combining the research might of primarily UNC, Duke, and NC State together to attract industries. And they are working with less money now.
And that's the hardest part. You talked a little bit about the Triangle institutions responding. How are they responding to these changes?
Yeah, and so by cutting, some have to cut immediately. So RTI International and another global research nonprofit called FHI 360, which is headquartered pretty close to where we are today in Durham, they had to do overnight layoffs, furloughs immediately. Duke, UNC, giant institutions, they have a bit longer of a runway but they have announced hiring freezes, and Duke says they've been offering buyouts in anticipation for layoffs later this summer.
A lot of uncertainty, of course, still lingering on.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit calmer than maybe the first 3 months of the administration, but now it's sort of beginning to understand the rules and then reacting to that, which is often through cuts.
Well, I know you will have a lot more on this Sunday's edition of News Observer, and thank you for joining us. You can read more on this report on the News Observer's website or in Sunday's paper.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.